Well, I'm sorry that we have taken a little bit of an absence, but we did so when our glorious host, one of our glorious hosts, Reverend Don Lewis, began and has been on a very long journey with his heart. As we know, on Monday, Pagan World TV broadcasted a major ritual organized by Elizabeth Hamilton and attended by a major number of people across the board. I can't even name them all. It was actually 52 people in it in a cosmic sort of wonderful energy. And so we're going to go back and we're going to kind of reorganize the Daily Spell because Pagan World TV is an evolving system. And I will talk with our Reverend Mary Hawk, our general manager of Pagan World TV.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight for the Daily Spell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm going to set which starter. Anyone wants to ask us a question, but okay, so I'm going to get on to the next piece of news that I think is really kind of very important, and that is, as we know, on February 11th, Lord Don had what they call a near fatal cardiac event, and I guess it's supposed to be in some way different than a heart attack. So people kind of corrected me on this, and so we've been kind of dealing with that, and it's been kind of a major.
It has been.
Yeah, and so and it's been now 11 days. And we've done a little bit of this, and Mary's done the Tarot Thursdays, but we're now back into the game. He's still in the hospital, but it is he's going to be out relatively soon, and he's just being monitored. He has so much chippers. He's more active. They've been doing rehabilitation and smiles, so that's excellent news.
And I'm certainly glad to hear that.
And basically, in the interim, Stephanie Neal, first priestess of it, is decided to be chancellor, and she's making sure the day-to-day operations and the church continues as we plunge towards the Parliament of World Religions. So I thought that was interesting.
Yes. And
mm-hmm.
where you wish Lady Stephanie all the best as she steps into her new role as chancellor.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Wow, you can tell that's live videographic. Restream's going to go on with a lot of different.
When someone starts coughing and hacking on camera.
Yeah, and so I've been hearing about Patrick McCollum's his honorary Patrick McCollum is going to be at Parliament, fulfilling a ritual that he's been involved with for a long time. As you know, early on, Magic TV covered it. I talked about this work of Parliament he's doing. He's finally been having through knee surgery. Oh, dogs in canyons, cars. Oh my God, Patrick McCollum's life story, which is going to be coming out of the book called Scars, is an action-packed thriller of a man and his family, but a man seeking to have peace into the world and all the things he's done and to help fulfill prophecies. And so it's been accepted by the Parliament. I think we're going to talk more about that soon. But Patrick McCollum has been sort of really kind of amazing. But why don't you talk about divine intentions? Let's fill people in on that.
Yes, we did a special report about our sponsor, Divine Intentions, on Sunday, asking everyone to go and vote because they have been nominated for Best Specialty Store in Western Kentucky, and they did win. And David has told me they are expecting to get a plaque, and we'll be getting some video of him with the plaque when we have it available. But I want to thank everyone who went and voted. This is amazing that a magical store, new age store, occult store, however you want to describe it, even got nominated in Western Kentucky, which is, I'm in Tennessee and we are deep in the Bible Belt here. For them to even be nominated was amazing, but the fact that they won it is incredible. And we will be speaking to David when he has his plaque so he can show it off. But thank you so much to everyone who went and voted and supported Divine Intentions. We appreciate it. And I know that David appreciates it as well.
Absolutely. Um, Absolutely. So that's an amazing thing. And as a sponsor for our system, we were so glad to be of assistance, as other people were. Was a community effort. That was really super important. And okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about Witchstarter, which is our Kickstarter campaign, the project Pagan World TV project. We're at 1,524 with 11 backers. We've got the money to get the microphones, and we have 27 days to go to change the way we look. And there's a lot about what we're doing. This is just really super amazing. I've been really like we talked about the ritual on Monday and how it really did thread like a lot of people together. It's a beautiful mosaic. And if you haven't seen it, you should check it. You can check it out on pagan.world. And we have it on the side right now. It's in our video collection. You can see it on our paganworld.tv, Pagan World TV YouTube channel if you need to. It's on our Facebook pages. It's still out there and it's still reverberating to the world. Um, and so that's still out there. It's amazing, but it did show us what we can do. And I have told several people this that we were able to. I think it. I say it could happen faster, but if we needed to, we could be live on the air from almost anywhere. If you have a Zoom or a Restream or a camera, we could probably put you on the air within 30 minutes on any emergency situation. Think about that. We're so actively powerful to do so. We could probably put that all together, anything together, to do a news show. If somebody has enough photography, a cell phone, we could probably get it done with an app called Zoom, and we have more stuff coming on. But I'm blown away by the pop culture of it all. I mean, we are so much more attached as people realize. So if we have a real emergency, and I've offered this to the lady Selena Fox and Circle because they have a lot of emergency situations that come up. We talked about Sir Patrick McCollum can come on. Almost anybody can come on, and we have airspace for people to use. And we have some great shows coming, and we'll talk about a little bit about that. But if you want to do this, come join us and be in the talk show. We have a really incredible ability. We have the ability to change the way we communicate to the world, and I hope you all join us. So, so the next thing I want to talk to you. I know you've been working on Pagan Pride. Can you tell us a little bit about the Pagan, Witchstarter? One of the things that we're helping finance. Can you talk a little bit about the Pagan Pride Roadshow?
Okay, one of our shows that will be coming in our second season is the Pagan Pride Roadshow with Reverend Lori B. And this will have footage from different Pagan Pride days across the U.S. that Lady Lori is going to be visiting. We were fortunate to have her come see us in Nashville in 2022, and I believe she'll be back with us at Nashville Pagan Pride Day in 2023. And she will be doing interviews and getting footage of speakers, entertainment, rituals, and it's going to show off pagan communities across the U.S. And we are really excited to get this show going. And please let us know where your pagan pride days are. We would love to hear from you.
But it isn't
You
just
can
going to
always,
be. Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, you can always reach us at paganworldtv@gmail.com.
So yeah, not only is the Pagan Pride show going to show what new footage this year, but once it gets started here in the next couple of weeks, it'll be showing the Nashville footage, Chicago footage from last year, and we have footage going back almost to the beginning of Pagan Pride. So we're able to bring vintage pieces and everything else. I don't think people realize the depth of archival material we have to bring into it. You've seen some of that energy. So witchstarter.com, we love it. We got a swag bag. I know we got some more stuff coming up. We'll talk about more of that later. But what we really need to talk about is pagan culture. Is pagan culture. I think we need to have more of a discussion on it. As people know, on my Ed the Pagan page, every day, just about almost every day, I ask a question. I ask stupid questions. I ask good questions. I ask controversial questions. But almost every day, I ask a question, and I have a real reason for that because I think the community as a whole really loves looking at it. And I have some of the smartest people in the world follow me on my Ed Hubbard page. I really do. I feel like I have some of the smartest advisors and things like that. And people can participate as they want, and they're generally good mannered. But like today is what makes you. Today was like getting back. What makes you feel like community. One of the things that they were saying is that some people really miss having physical contact. How about you? What makes you feel community?
And I agree, physical contact is part of it. I really missed getting out and being with other pagans when we were under lockdown for COVID. But I have also, for many years, participated in online paganism. And for instance, I met you online, Ed. We were Facebook friends for years before we ever met in person.
Hmm. Oh
So I go ahead.
no.
S- So I also feel like online community is important so that we can communicate with pagans all over the world. I have pagan friends on in the Philippines, in Africa, in Europe, in South America, in Canada, not just in the US. And that's important to me.
I do
So I
too.
think physical being in community together physically is important, but also having the ability to be in community online on a global level is important as well.
And so I thought this was an interesting quote by Ryan. Thank you for watching us. Uh, I do think you're alive if you don't ask questions. I just ask how much joy. I mean, I don't think a turtle asks for many questions other than what it is to eat. So I don't think life is tied to questions. I do think consciousness is tied to questions. I think the reality of what we think about is consciousness. How conscious are you into the world? We know elephants think. We know crows think, and so I do think questions are what brings spice and variety to life. But if I didn't ask questions, people ask, "Hey, Ed, are you okay if you're alive?" But then I've done it all my life. And for online communities, people don't realize the power of the online communities. I've been hearing a lot of screaming about CPG chat and how fast, and I've been saying it for years. Boom, it's moving so fast. It's the year of AI. Within a year, uh, search engines will have changed, and hopefully we've kept up. And so some of the things is this, what we're doing today, we're like cutting edge. We're like one of the first on it, but we are about to become faster and faster. This is other people's. I just heard of a third station. I won't put it out there until they're more announced. We have Fringe on this side. We have other ones coming into pretty soon. What we were like the first on the Roku and kind of really building it up, and we've got these kind of these early players. No, there's a number of other players. A lot of YouTubers who are on the players. There's a number of YouTubers who are using Restream and calling that TV across several platforms. It's all shattered, folks. This is the beginning of a new world, and Pagan World is right there on top of it. We're not just a television station on Roku and going across. You're watching this on possibly different. Uh, I don't know which one. If you're watching this, tell me the platform you're watching it from, and it could be
Yeah.
Twitch, be Roku, but you can't call on Roku. Roku's like more like real television. Um, Serduin says, I feel some of those I am closest to who I met online and are at a distance. I have really good friends online. We have probably
Yes.
probably one of the best friends of the tradition, members of the tradition. I mean, really deeply loved, and we're breaking. Thank you, Jared Crow. He's on YouTube. Yay. Um, is one of the best friends of the tradition. He is a member of the tradition. He's rising up. And there's another one, Blue Soul, who's just became the archpriest of the Philippines, and Rolando Apu. Rolando Common, which I want to show more of his stuff. I think we need to talk to him more. Um, yeah, he's like everybody loves him. We all know him. He's like so deeply committed, and we're bringing him to America. The next telethon is going to help with that. And can you read that, Mary?
Yes, and Caredware says, when I'm in the shop, I stream from Pagan World Social and Roku. She's currently on Facebook, and thank you so much. We appreciate that.
What's the shop? Give us the URL.
What's your shop, please?
And we'll probably be getting people on board to do more of these shows. So, do you want to join us on the Daily Spell or do like a morning show or things like that? We're happy to train you. We're happy to bring you in. We really do want to bring in more live. We have probably 15 hours a day that we really, if you really want brass tacks, we need to fill a day. Hmm?
We do. And Ryan is asking me what started me on my magical path.
Okay.
And well, I had left Christianity because I had too many questions that could not be answered. And I was in college at the time, and I do not remember what I had searched for on Netscape, folks. Netscape. Some of you younger folks may not even remember Netscape, but what I hit on was a site on Wicca. So I read over it and it made sense. I just felt really drawn to it. And one of the books that they suggested reading to start with was The Truth About Witchcraft Today by Scott Cunningham. So I went to the bookstore that weekend, bought it, and read it Saturday morning, and I was truly hooked. And this was back in 1998. So that's what got me started. And Character is telling us her shop is the Wizard Cupboard, and we're going to show that. And thank you so much for your support. And you're going to be having a YouTube show as well. That's wonderful. And hi, Diane. Good to see you as well.
So Mary, why don't you explain what is it covered? They're going to start their own YouTube show. I'll show that again. Right? How they can have their own YouTube show and how Pagan World can benefit them. As we do vendors, we do merchant, but can you explain how, if they're doing a YouTube show, how we are able to do better for them?
Well, we can if you become a member of Pagan.world, especially as a vendor or a sponsor, then you can embed your YouTube channel on your page, and anyone who watches your videos from where you've embedded it will count against your YouTube traffic.
So,
You can also would be advertising on Pagan World TV and being listed on our site directory.
and not only that, here's the last step. If you really are doing a good show and you want to share it with us, you have to give us special permission. We'll put it on TVs across more than 6,000 TVs and growing every day on our site. So, in
Yes, we will.
yeah. And if you're a citizen, you should talk to us. Once you get your YouTube site going, citizenship, yeah, absolutely. You have the right to put up videos. I mean, that's a great thing. So becoming a citizen is really kind of the minimum level for being really active to participate in the major tools. But if you're not, but you can also join for free. I mean, there's a big free aspect to it. So thank you for
There is.
being a citizen. So when you get your shows up, if you want to get your shows up, you can get them up as curated on our site, so we can use our big system as it's growing to funnel it into individual. So we can see that we put up music, we put all of that. That's curated, and that goes to your credit on YouTube. So if people watch it, it gets you the views, and if you're trying to monetize, I think we're a great way to really help with that. We can show it on Roku, which is kind of that sort of thing, and you can show your shows. And we are not looking necessarily to be a vendor to be able to show our shows on Roku. We're looking for entertainment that people are willing to give us permission for, and that fits our pagan cultural system. Um, I think that's very important. So, yep, there you go. And thank you for being a citizen. Uh,
Yes, thank you.
mhm. So there we go. And one of the things we're doing. So you're on our shows. One of the things I would like to talk. You see that pictures right behind her? We are basically we have. If you get into it, we have all of these ways to help promote and create influencers. Uh, uh, yeah, and so that's good, and that we are actually building these shows from the pagan culture, from our sort of own culture and our own identity, and bringing that forward to the world. One of our movies or one of our series, and I'm going to get back to it to put more of it out, is uh, Journey to the Parliament. And what it is the Parliament of World Religions is meeting for the ninth time convening. I've been out 8 out of 9. It's not bad for me. Uh, the first one was in 1893. I may have been there in correct form, but my tradition was there. We were looking for pictures. If you have them, to look for them in the crowd for the 1893. But in this year of 2023, they're meeting in Chicago, August 14th through the 18th, and it's one of the largest convenings of religious leaders, the largest interfaith event ever held. It's probably maybe one of the biggest ones in history. And I get to show my movie, Life, the Journey to the Parliament, and it's a story and interviews with people about all talking about how they got to the Parliament and what has it meant to them. And it's going to be a great piece, so I'm really welcome. And that's coming from one of our pieces. I'm going to give you so Mary, why don't you give them where they can find us? Give them some more scoops on that. Then I have a real scoop for you, something we have that's going to be pretty unique.
All right. Well, you can watch us, Pagan World TV on your Roku. If you have Roku, just go to your channel function, insert, start typing in pagan, and we will pop up and you add us. You can always watch us at pagan.world. We have our live stream embedded at the top of our website. And we also are often live streaming across several Facebook channels. If you are watching us on Facebook or YouTube right now, then we are frequently streaming there. That would be Magic TV on YouTube, Pagan World TV on YouTube. I know we are going to the Witch School International page. We're going to Witch Rising on Facebook. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
times we're on the Nashville Pagan Pride Day page. And we have several other pages where we stream to regularly.
So yeah, watch Reverend Green Wolf streams. I agree. We love him on the Witch School sites and various things. And I'm really looking at. We've been talking about it. I think we'll be bringing him on, she on more of this type of show. But that's not my real thing. So, if you really like Reverend Greenwolf stuff, you should get his book, her book. Uh,
Medium 365.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
You really, if you like
hmm
Raven Wolf Greenfield, get her book, Medium 365, where she walks you through how to become a medium in a year's worth of lessons, one a day.
Oh,
And you can get that from Corellian Publishing.
hmm
And Ryan has it.
absolutely. That's fantastic, and we'll be doing more with that. Part of the other news is that Jason Mycroft is actually more officially taken over as president of Corellian Publishing, and he's operating to get all that. We're about to have some really nice stuff come out of there. But here's the real news that we've got, and that is on March 12th, our own Elizabeth, Tori Price, has gotten a pass to do the coverage of the Oscars for us. Uh huh. So on March 12th, when the Oscars are going, we're going to have a Pagan World TV correspondent there. And I'm so excited about it.
That is incredible.
And she's also
That
doing
is
and bringing in some of the
awesome.
more material. What she's doing is called the Comedy Church, the first church kind of dedicated. Yep. So we're going to do
Yes.
that. We don't really have cards right now, Ryan. The right now we don't really have cards right now in the system, and we're not really pushing Corellian publishing tonight. So we'll have more about that, and we have the commercials about it and things of that nature. Tonight, we're really just wanting to get ourselves back into the groove of talking about our own self because it's supposed to be Witch Start and how people make money. We want to talk and help people do that. I think there's a lot of for merchants. I think merchants are a very vital part of our community. I don't think they get enough credit. Hmm? I just don't.
This is true.
Um, and that's one of our shows, Chasing the Endless Summer. It's all about that. It's all about that energy for doing it. And so, yeah, we're really like always pretty pumped about all that when they can do it. But then, merchants make this system go. How do we pay for systems? Through vending, through citizenships, through other things. So we have the Witch Starter campaign. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we believe. Of course, there have been. I talk all the time about merchants. They say, "Bro, big merchants have been since the beginning of time." Of course, they have. But how they are appreciated or accepted by the community, we have a really strong community and large components of it. And I think we're merging out of it with the millennials in the internet world and things of that nature. Of merchants used to be really scorned in the community. I mean, Pagan Pride is probably one of the things that kind of resonated, and Pagan Expo before that, and festivals had them, but a lot of people kind of spit at merchants. Neil tells us that all the time. I mean, early days, they just snarled at them in here around there because they felt like it dirtied the thing. You got cells. And today, right now, a lot of witches and pagans have side hustles like soap making, incense making, making our own stuff, knife making, all of that. We're starting to really see an economy, a ritual economy, what they would call a cargo cult company culture. It's about your things, about your items, making for each other, the wands and things. But they used to be very scorned that you shouldn't buy a wand. But now we're seeing the age. I think we've gotten mature enough that we're starting to see merchants come in, and we're accepting that not everybody has to do everything. Now, and while there's a certain part when you're training of making all your tools, once you complete that training, I think it's perfectly appropriate to buy yourself the bigger wands. I can understand that for a lot of people want to do it in that training. And there you go.
And
And
I
so,
agree. And I
mm,
certainly do not have the ability to make a silver chalice.
not even close.
No, I can't make a silver chalice, but I love my silver chalice.
Hmm. So this is our last question for the night. I'll take it from Ryan. You've been great with us tonight. I really do appreciate it. What is magic to you all? To me, it's life. Okay, so he sees it as life. I will let ladies first.
Okay. Well, I see magic as our ability to program the energy of the universe to bring about desired results. And everybody practices magic. I have gotten a lot of pushback from people who are not on a pagan or magical path when I say that. But the truth is, if you are pouring your energy towards a specific goal, you are practicing magic because you are manifesting. I have heard motivational speakers give very good instructions on manifesting your goal magically by telling you to get a picture of it, or if it's not something physical, a symbol of it, and focusing on it for a few minutes every morning, focusing on bringing it into fruition and considering what you're doing today to make it happen. That's magic. So that's my definition. Magic is programming the energy of the universe to bring about your desired goal.
That's good. Excellent. So for me, as a techno magic, um, is that for me techno magic is simply I go back to the oldest idea. Magic is simply the ability to change your environment, to take what is internal and make it external. for me, that is the simple magic. Can you create an external reality from your internal imagination? And every invention, every action, everything we've ever done on the most simplest quantum level is based on that. And so, can you take what you see and feel internally, build that up, and do a great job? But can you also express it as well into the external world? Even if it's just your behavior, even if it's just how you act. For me, I think that this is the filter of paradigm. Now, for me, I'm in the egregor business, and that's another story. And I think the AIs are the most magical creatures we've ever seen, and we need to take control of them really fast. But I think that'll be Friday. I'll talk a little bit more about that, as well as other pagan cultural. So we're at the bottom of the hour. We're going to for today, and so Mary,
I
tomorrow's
will
show.
say this. Tomorrow is Tarot Thursday. We will be back at our new time of 10 Eastern, 9 Central, 8 Mountain, and 7 Pacific. And I will be joined by my good friend Gail Tracy Mull. And we will be taking questions about tarot and we will be doing readings. So I hope everyone will join us at the same time tomorrow.
That's it. And yes, and this is our new permanent time. And I wish you all give your prayers out today. And today, the prayers, the most I think prayers we've done a lot of prayers for Don. We've done a lot of them for Lord Don, and we've done it from others. But today, I wanted to do a very special. I want you to pray and just be that. Oh, that's very nice for you to say. Uh, there you go. Thank you for all you do. Is that I really want you to pray for yet another person that we haven't really prayed for, and she'd probably be a little embarrassed and everything else. But I want you to keep Lori Denman in our minds, because Lori Denman has really done yeoman's work. She stayed out of the way. She's really don't want to talk about, but she is very supportive of where Don is, and it's her lives in her house, helps support him in a lot of different ways. Good best of friends, and this has been a shock to her too. And she's good, she's fine, but today give out a call out and give a little bit of energy to the Right Reverend Lori Denman, Dean of Witch School, and she's continued to be a trooper through all of this, and has been a very secret hero in this healing of Reverend Don. So I want you to put your prayers today for her. Blessings to Lori. You got the last word.
Okay, well, please go to witchstarter.com and support our mission to bring you the best second season of Pagan World TV that we can. And please join us tomorrow night for Tarot Thursday with my good friend Gail Tracy Mull. And blessed be everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight.